It is a pleasure to take part in this meeting of the OIC Contact Group on Muslims in Europe. Pakistan commends the leadership of the government of Turkey on this important initiative. Excellencies, dear brothers and sisters, our identity and our belief makes it obligatory for our countries, collectively and individually, to promote respect for our faith, Islam, and to offer protection to every Muslim anywhere, especially those who suffer oppression and discrimination in various parts of the world, including Europe. Islamophobia, which has extended roots in history, has now become endemic in several countries across the globe. Our faith, which denotes peace and tolerance, our sacred books and holy prophet, peace be upon him, have been defamed with impunity, utilizing the excuses of so-called freedom of expression. Muslims face discrimination on the basis of their faith. In his dedicated report on the issue of Islamophobia last year, the United Nations Special Rapporteur on Freedom of Religion or Belief stated that since 9/11, terrorist attacks, institutional suspicion, and fear of Muslims and those perceived to be Muslims has escalated to epidemic proportions. A significant part of his report underlined the climate of exclusion, fear, and distrust in some European countries where Muslims often feel stigma, negative stereotyping, and shame in a sense that they are suspected communities that are being forced to bear collective responsibility for the actions of a small extremist minority. The rise in hate crimes against Muslims in Europe, as well as discrimination in education, citizenship, immigration, employment, housing, healthcare, among others, are well documented. The gender aspect of Islamophobia is also gaining prominence, with Muslim girls and women being targeted due to the mode of their dress and the general notion that Muslim women being oppressed and thus must be liberated. What is most worrisome is that Islamophobia continues to find strong resonance in political spheres in Europe, ultimately leading to the institutionalization of Islamophobia through legislations and policies such as discriminatory travel bans and visa restrictions. Various academic studies have revealed that Islamophobia is most visible in the Western media and in the discourse of the European far-right political parties and groups who tend to exploit and build on the general fear of Islam for electoral gains. Besides Europe, it is not an exaggeration to say that Islamophobia has reached an alarming level around the world. This is reflected in the official reports of many government and international organizations, including the United Nations. Today, one of the worst manifestations of such Islamophobia is in Hindutva-inspired India. Driven by ideology of hate against Muslims, the BJP RSS regime is executing its centuries-old plan to obliterate India's Islamic legacy and transform India into an exclusive Hindu state. Excellencies, the OIC's obligation to address the phenomenon of Islamophobia stems directly from the charter of the organization. It must be pursued through the OIC's collective efforts and sustained dialogue with the international community aimed at undertaking specific measures at the legal, cultural, religious, academic, political, and humanitarian levels. I am pleased to note that the OIC has taken some concrete initiatives to this end. We have welcomed the adaptation of the UN General Assembly, the landmark resolution of the OIC countries designating the 15th of March as the International Day to Combat Islamophobia. The momentum generated by this resolution should be maintained. As agreed during the last meeting of this contact group in Islamabad earlier this year, I would propose the following with respect to the treatment of Muslim minorities in Europe. 1. We need to further strengthen the OIC observatory to monitor all such incidents of discrimination and hate crimes in Europe and other parts of the world. This will help to understand the trends and devise effective strategies and tangible actions. 2, we should call on the UN High Commissioner for Human Rights and the Human Rights Commissioner of the Council of Europe to establish an observatory to monitor acts of religious hatred, hostility, and violence against Muslims, and report regularly to the relevant policy organs. 3, we should urge the UN Secretary General to appoint a special envoy, or at least a focal person, on Islamophobia. 4, the OIC member states, within the framework of their bilateral relations with European countries, should raise the challenges facing Muslims in Europe and make specific efforts to help in addressing these challenges. I thank you.